Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about some study tips and techniques that I think is necessary for everyone to know about. So you can just study very hard without any specific methods in order to implement in your studies because as everyone said, study smarter but not harder. So here I am again. I will share with you some tips on how to perfect your exam scores and how to learn languages more easily and effortlessly. Of course, we can learn English without any effort, but you just need to put less effort than normal people. Okay, so the first tip I want you to know is to prepare a paper and a pen. So this technique I've learned from a Harvard University student on YouTube. I forgot her name actually, but apparently her name is Bella, and she got accepted into Harvard University, and through a YouTube channel, by the way, she shared a lot of unique and valuable study tips that I think is really practical and really simple to apply in your study methods. Anyway, so talking about this method, I felt this study techniques the most useful for all students that can applicable for almost every subject, math or literature or English, anything that you want. So your task is simple. Just prepare a plain piece of paper and a pen, and just jot down quickly every single thing you think is important to memorize or bear in mind while reading your materials or resources. So here's the thing, that you don't need to be organized while writing your notes, because this is not necessarily your notes. It just jot down important things and then you can have the chance to write down more neatly in your notes later. So just need to write unorganized, write down as your mind goes. You don't need to follow any specific formula for writing down, for dumping. This is called brain dumbing down thing. So yeah, that's very unique study method I've learned from Bella. And the second thing is to eliminate distractions. So people often consider distractions as the only factor that drive us from concentrate on our studies, but that is not necessarily true, because there are also many factors that influence your concentration or your attention span. For example, it can be noise from the outside, or it could be simply that is a very challenging subject that you can concentrate on. But overall, according to some survey, that 71% students agree that their smartphones or computers are the most appealing items that they most grab on whenever they get distracted. So in order to solve this problem, it's really easy. Just put your phone away and out of sight, out of mind. When you put your phone across the room or you give it to someone else, then you will not see it and you are unable to reach it anyway. So it's really important that you put away all the distractions, all the potential one, away from your potential reach. Because sometimes we're just too lazy to actually get up and then go to another room and grab the phone. Just takes too much effort for a lazy person, right? So yeah, I think that's also a very unique tip that deserves to be noted. And the third tip I want to share with you guys today is to read more books. So back when I was in primary school, I take reading books for granted, because I think reading book is really time consuming. It's really a waste of time to spend that time for entertainment, because at that time I'm not really into studying seriously. Yeah, so I think that reading books actually broadened my horizon a lot, because I can learn literally a lot of things, a lot of practical things that I can apply in my own life. So reading books not only enrich my knowledge, but it also brought my vocabulary level and stuff. Because compare the person who is more educated and a person who is not educated, definitely the person who is more educated will read more books, because they immerse themselves in an environment that require logical thinking and critical thinking, which is all these skills that you can acquire while reading books. So yeah, I think that's the third tip for us. And the fourth tip is to take a break regularly. So I think like studying is like a race. For the at the beginning you have the most energy and you can study like for like 30 minutes to an hour without getting tired or exhausted. But after that time, you will like your energy will plummet to the point that you feel really tired, you feel really boring, you're not in the mood of studying anymore. At that time you need to take a rest. Don't force yourself to study too much if your body doesn't want to. Just take a break for 10 or 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. I think but if in case you're a student who dislikes studying so much, then you should balance between the time you spend for resting and the time you spend for studying equivalently. For example, if you spend 2 hours for studying, then you deserve to have 2 hours for your entertaining purposes, so you will not get bored and still have time for resting. And my fifth tip in today's video is to take full advantage and make the most use of online resources. Well, now in today's modern world, you have access to a wide variety of online resources on the internet, so you should appreciate that you have the resources, because just a few decades ago, scholars and other students don't have that opportunity to have so many resources, so you need to take advantage. You can just watch online lectures or ask any tutors or teachers online for any doubtful questions you might have that you want to clarify. So I think that's pretty much all the tips I want to talk about today. If you have any more questions, just comment down below, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye!